Welcome student again with the continued part of property of rational numbers. Today we will learn about the properties of multiplication of rational number. The first property is closure property. If A and B are two rational number, then if we are multiplying two rational number, the result is a rational number. Where A, B, C belongs to a rational number. Second, we have learned already this closure property in detail. So I will go with the second property, that is the commutative property of multiplication. In commutative property of multiplication, if we are multiplying two rational number and we are changing the order of multiplication of rational number, then also the result will be same as we have seen in addition. A plus B is equals to B plus A. The same in multiplication, it is A multiplied by B is equals to B multiplied by A. Whereas A and B belongs to rational number. We can go with an example. Suppose that 5 by 6 multiplied by minus 6 by 2 and reverse of it minus 6 by 2 multiplied by 5 by 6. As we are multiplying, we know that if numerator and denominator are same, we can cancel it. So your answer is minus 5 by 2. Here also your 6 will be cancelled and your answer will be minus 5 by 2. So our result remains same as we have multiplied the two rational number in any order. The third property is associative property. In associative property, we have to make association. This word already said you group. So from the word also you can understand the property. When there is a word of associative, it means that is group. When we are three or more than three rational numbers are multiplying in a group and we can change the order of the group, then also the result of your multiplication will be same. A multiplied by B multiplied by C is same as A multiplied by B multiplied by C, or else you can multiply A into C and then you can multiply it with B. So you can change the group of your rational number, then also the product will remain same. The condition that ABC belongs to the rational number. Let us see by an example. If A equals to 3 by 4, B equals to 4 by 5 and C equals to 5 by 6, then we have to show that A multiplied by B multiplied by C is equals to A multiplied by B multiplied by C. This is your left hand side and this one will be your right hand side to verify. Now the value of A, put the value of A 3 by 4 multiplied by 4 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6. 5 will be cancelled out. 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6. Now it is 3 by 4 multiplied by 2 by 3. 3 again cancel out. 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4. So your left hand side is 1 by 2. The same way we have to solve here. Put the value of A, that is 3 by 4 multiplied by 4 by 5 and whole will be multiplied by 5 by 6. 4 will cancel out. It will be 3 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6. This 5 again cancel out. 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. So your answer is 1 by 2. So in both the way, whether you group B and C and then multiply with A, or you group first A into B and then multiply by C, your result will remain same. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So associative property also holds in multiplication. The next property is your multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Okay, we have seen that additive identity. What we have seen in additive identity, that any rational number added with 0, the number remains same. Okay, so 0 is the additive identity element. The same way here in multiplication, the additive identity element is 1. When any rational number is multiplied by 1, the rational number remains itself. If we are multiplying 1 to any rational number, then also the rational number remains itself. It means when we are multiplying 1 to any rational number, the number remains same. So 1 is called as your multiplicative identity element. 1 is called as the identity element of multiplication. Can see by an example. 2 upon 3 multiplied by 1 is equals to 2 upon 3. 1 multiplied by 5 by 6, that is equals to 5 by 6. So when we are multiplying 1, then the rational number remains itself. So it is called as the multiplicative identity. Same way we have seen additional inverse, additive inverse. Now student, where most of the students are always confused between multiplicative inverse and additive inverse. So I will explain you again with both the additive and multiplicative inverse simultaneously, so your confusion can be avoided. Now multiplicative inverse can be called as the reciprocal. Reciprocal, it means what? A numerator of a number will becomes the denominator of a number when we will find its multiplicative inverse. So A upon B is equals to B upon A. So it is called as the multiplicative inverse. Here, if it is minus A upon B, then it will be minus B upon A. It means positive rational number remains positive, negative rational number remains negative. Only the change will be in the numerator to the denominator. Whereas in additive inverse, there is change of sign, not the change of numerator and denominator. It's change of sign. The number will not change. The number remains as it is. Suppose it is 2 upon 3, then it will be minus 2 upon 3. But in multiplicative inverse, this 2 upon 3 will become 3 upon 2. So this is the main difference between additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. In multiplicative inverse, this numerator will be goes to denominator, and denominator multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3 will be 3 by 2. This 3 of denominator goes to the numerator, and this 2 of numerator will be goes to the denominator. So when we are doing multiplicative inverse, we are changing numerator to denominator and denominator to numerator. But when we are find out in additive inverse, we are just changing the sign of the rational number. We are not changing numerator and denominator. Here we are just changing the sign. A number and its multiplicative inverse is equals to 1. Suppose a number 2 by 3, its multiplicative inverse is a rational number and its multiplicative inverse, the result will be 1. 2 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 2. 3, 3, 2, 2 will be cancelled out, and it is equals to 1. Then there is nothing, it is equals to 1. So a number and its multiplicative inverse gives you 1. These are the properties of multiplication of rational number. The same property as we have seen in addition also. But in multiplication, there is one more law that is called as a distributive law, which we have to learn now. Multiplication.